hopefully I can spread the message to y'all. So, a story I like to tell about is about where my journey began. When I was 7 years old at Flowery Branch Church, which is now called Covenant Connections, it was one Sunday evening around 1 o'clock. My brother, actually, and a couple other people were getting baptized, and I feel like I heard God talk to me saying I need to get baptized as well, so I did. The thing with that, though, was I'm still young, and I was just scared mostly. The reason why I mostly got baptized because I was scared where would I go after death. So that's why I did it. But I do know that there was more to it as well. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. Okay. So, also, but after that, I've started to learn more and more just about how important it really is to be a Christian, because I was just so young at the time, and the older I got, the more I learned how important it is to be around the people you're around and like what you say and just the choices you make, because it's just really important. And the reason why I'm speaking tonight, it actually started recently. It was 2 Sundays ago. So me, Pastor Chris, Brian, and my brother was at a Mexican restaurant called Tacos and Tequilas. If you have never had it, I really recommend it. It's really good. So we were just talking about youth and what we can improve on, more things, and how. So I decided I was going to help with activities more, but I felt like something was telling me I can do more than that than just helping out. So that's why I'm deciding to speak tonight. And I never thought I would be up here, actually, but here I am speaking, and it feels good to actually speak up here, especially talking about the message that God gave me. So, okay, so raise your hand if you're, I guess, in a place of, like, funk. Just be honest. Okay. So, you may be in that right now, but times will get better, as I've learned. So, because I'll tell also another story about me. I'm not going to lie, about 3 or 4 years ago, I lost faith really heavily. I started to believe that there was nothing really there because I felt alone. I didn't feel like there was like a God or anything anymore because I lost so much faith in it. And really the biggest eye-opener to me was that really was one was actually that really truly opened my eyes again was last summer at Summer Ramp, which is a really big step for me, and I'm pretty sure it was for most people that went to Summer Ramp as well. So what was it? Oh yeah, first verse. I don't want to say that D word. How do you say the D word again? How do you say it? I still don't know how to say it. Can you bring up the first verse, please? Okay. So the Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. So to me, this verse is talking about how no matter how much wrong you think you've done or how many mistakes you did, God will always be with you and he will never leave you, no matter through what. So that verse is really important to me because I felt like I did so much and I thought I can never be forgiven for the things I've done, but then I realized God will love me no matter what I do, and he always will. Okay. So actually, I'm going to do this now. Okay, who's a good writer? I need a good writer. Autumn. Okay. All right, so here's the question. What are some good qualities that you see in a perfect youth group? Just raise your hand if you got something. What are some qualities that you see in a perfect youth group? The one in the green, I don't know your name, sorry. Yeah. Faith. Holly? Unified. Unified. Or just put working together. Joy.
How do you spell that?
All right.
I think that's how you spell it.
Nicole. Janie. Anyone else? All right, you're good.
Okay.
Thank you. So all of those things I've just run down right now is something we have really great here at Exchange, I believe. And I believe it's something that we're actually improving on, as especially compassion. Compassion is something we're really improving on, and I know there will be more as well. As like what Pastor Chris have ownership, there will definitely be more people up here as well besides me, and I know that for a fact because there's something going through this church that, and it's going to be a big revival, not just for youth, but the whole church as well. Let's see. So, okay, can I get John 16, verse 33 up there as well? I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace in this world. You will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. So first, he means if Jesus tells you something, he means it. It is always the truth. This means his peace will be there with you during every storm. Just like when Peter was called to walk on the water, and he had to trust Jesus to give him peace, even though he was afraid. Second part, Jesus never said that you won't have issues. He actually tells us that we will have issues. That is how we know he tells us the truth about everything good and bad. And for the final part, he can lead you to the right places and thinking if you listen and trust him, because that's what he sacrificed, bled, died, went to hell, and rose again for. So that verse to me is very important as well, because then that's when I realized that Jesus did so much more for us than we could have ever imagined. He did it for us so we would be free of sin. And that's something that we can never repay. But the way we can repay him is by serving him and listening to his word and following him. Okay. Then I need Romans chapter 8, verse 28. Okay. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. For those God foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brothers and sisters. So, for that, we all know that we know in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who are being called to according to his purpose. So, so actually this is a good story as well. So last Friday night, me and Pastor Chris went somewhere and we talked about lots of things. Actually, this as well, because this is when I told him I wanted to do this, and it was pretty good. I had lots of good words back and forth about this, and really, if you ask me why I did this, this is because I just feel like that not only that can adults do this as well, but people our age can do this as well. So, and the more people that does this, the more people we can bring in as well. Like what Pastor Chris said, when you do this more, it's killing you to not ask that person to come to church with you or not. And it's okay if they say no, but still keep asking them and asking them. And because eventually they'll probably cave in and say yes. So, okay. Actually, I need someone up here again. Autumn, you want to come back up here again? Okay. If you want to raise that, you can. All right. So, tell me things that you see good in a leader. Just start raising your hand if you have anything that you see good in a leader. Bravery. Judah. What did you say? Role model. Marley. Brian.
Passion.
Bailey.
Mentor.
Joy. Listen. Wait, what'd you say? Mom. Mm-hmm. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it. All right. Thank you again. Okay. All right, I need everyone to stand up. Okay. All right. Stay standing if you think you have bravery. Okay. Stay standing if you have great communication. Okay. All right, stay standing if you think you're a good role model. All right, stay standing if you're supportive. Stay standing if you have passion. Stay standing if you think you're a great mentor. Stay standing if you think you're dependable. Okay. Stay standing if you always think you're positive. Stay standing if you think you're always honest. Okay. Stay standing if you think you have good guidance. Stay standing if you think you're understanding. Okay, so everyone was sat down, right? But Joy and Autumn just stood back up? Okay, that's what I thought. Because no one is all of these. There's only one person that was like that, and that was Jesus himself. All right, now I'm going to do this. All right. Let's see. Try to see what I can do. All right, stand back up if you think you're brave. I'm just going to do opposite now. Yeah. Okay. Stand back up if you think you have good communication. Stand back up if you think you're a good role model. No, you can stay standing. I'm just gonna get it. Stay standing if you think you're supportive. Okay, sir. Is anyone still sitting down? Mishael, stand up. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So I want this whole row to come up here. The whole first row. Yeah, come here. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So this is all right. So write your name beside about which one you think you need to improve on more. Initials? Yeah, just do your initials. Yeah, you can go back down. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you think you need to do more than one. Okay. Now I want the whole second row. Come on, Jonathan. All right, who's going?
I'll go first. I just want to sit back.
Okay.
I'm taller. Wait. I'm gonna go first.
Put your initials.
You're like the shortest here. Can you add personal balance on the bottom? Oh, yeah, true. No. What are we marking for?
So you put your.
Can I write my name in all of them? Jonathan.
It doesn't matter.
We need to wake up. Which one do you need to improve on? So write your initials next to all of them.
I have to stay honest because y'all know I'm competitive and I'll do anything to win.
That's very true.
I tried.
Mhm.
Wait.
You get the lights.
Yeah, that's true.
Personal bounce.
Get them boots on.
Mhm.
You got water just in case you get thirsty. Get 20 mil.
Mhm.
You got your phone number here.
Dang, man, that's crazy.
Okay.
Passion. Mm. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, now the third, bro. You want to go first? Yeah.
Do you put your initials or do you circle it with
You put your initials.
okay. Gonna put Poor guy. Yeah, all of you there. And then just put your name on top. You don't put all of the above on top. Who wants to oh wait. Sign? Peace.
Okay. I also want the parents in the back to come up here. Chris. Chris, I want you up here too. Yeah. But so you write your initials by things you think you can improve on. Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's,
I just gotta pick one.
you can pick more than one. There's all the above if you want to.
Ladies first.
Here. Nah, just
I'm gonna do it twice on the same one.
yeah. I'm about the closing. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the reason why I had all y'all come up here and do this because I was just want to see what all we can improve on.